Hello and welcome back to the Full Octave Music Channel. I've been doing quite a few things in life, so what I'm doing today is a little bit of a video. It's a little departure from my standard. I'm going to talk about some things that I've had to shall we say, put together in my life. The years ago, I started getting interested in the guitar and this and that, and then I have a piano and I have my guitars, my ukulele and all that stuff. And I've had a lot of times where I've been kind of told, you need to stop buying instruments and you need to, why would you buy such an expensive instruments? Are you sure you want to be in the world of music? And my answer to that has a little bit of a duality to it, if you will. One of the things that I did in buying the carbon fiber guitars and my ukulele is that the sustainability of that particular material says that you can move anywhere in the country, whether it's humid or dry, and those instruments will not be affected by those conditions. Now, the instruments that are constructed of this material, they come with a price. That's all there is to it. But I had one guitar that the neck broke. I had another guitar that I had to continuously humidify, and it was a laminate style guitar, and it didn't go well. I did have a Fender acoustic guitar, and I gave that to somebody. But since I've had my carbon fiber guitars, I have my 12 string and I've been playing it a lot. I have not had to tune it. I've put the tuner on it, and one of the strings that I had replaced, it was less than a half step under the tone. Less than a half. So those are advantages, and part of the reason for my purchasing of musical instruments is that I have a lifestyle of right now I'm going to an assisted living facility, and the church that I go to, I'm playing music during the opening of the service, and that's the purpose for which I use my musical thing, and that's where my desire to go forward in things musically comes from. Because you can play an uplifting song, a hymn, or some other sort of a worship song, and it can lift people out of their darkness. It's a thing that can reach into the heart of a person who's feeling down, depressed, or whatever, and just needs a bit of escape from the world for a minute. And so if you are in the world of music and you have wooden guitars, there's absolutely nothing wrong with those at all. It just means that you have to humidify, or I don't know if having too much humidity would damage an instrument. I'm really not privy to that, whether it does or doesn't. But I do know having a dry environment does affect the guitar that you play. And so, this is just a brief overview of motivation for music. Is your motivation to be rich and famous? Well, if it is, then go for it. If your motivation in music is just personal and it's that you enjoy it, beautiful. in my case, it's ministerial things that I'm doing for those in my existence. And because of that reason, that's another thing. If you just want to do something that you've never thought that you could do and just give it a try, you know, you don't have to go out and spend $5,000 on a guitar. You can get one at your local guitar store for really low cost, $100. You could probably get one at a garage sale. You know, just experiment with it. So, like I said, a little bit of a different thing here. I have another channel where I'm doing the minimalizing of my house, decluttering and minimalizing. And once I get that set and complete, I'm going to go into the music thing a little deeper. But I have priorities, and I try to balance them. Learning the music is good because of what I'm doing to reach out to people and help people. So I do keep up with that, but I just feel like once I get my house and everything to that point, and it's a struggle, I want to really go deeper in the things of music and different things like the circle of fifths, the music theory. Those are things that, though you don't necessarily have to study those things, but if you begin to really understand the circle of fifths and the way chords work together with each other in certain keys, it will enhance your playing greatly. You'll be able to see things differently. For me, I don't really, it's not enough for me to know why to do something. I need to know the reason why it is that I'm doing that. If I'm playing a song that has chords that match to the key of C, I want to know why those chords match each other. Why do they go together when I'm playing? Because when you begin to see music, you begin to realize that if you're trying to sing along with your music, you may have to change the key that you are playing it in to match your voice. Well, to the average person who's not musically inclined, they may say, well, what's the difference between a G and a C? Well, the key that it is can be too high or too low. When you're playing a guitar, moving the capo can change the keys. Well, why is that? Well, because the keys that you're playing on when you move the capo, it's taking the notes that you're playing on the guitar to a different key by the means of moving a capo. And so those are all things that you don't have to know if you want to play music, but they go toward having a better rounded understanding of what it is you're doing. So there we go. I'm going to probably tonight, I've got the YouTube studio set up out here, and I will try to maybe do some songs and just take a look at what's going on and go from there, and we'll continue to go on. I do want to do more videos. Like I said, I've been kind of a little bit stacked and packed here as of the late, but nonetheless, we will take a step forward, and I'll be doing some more videos here, and we'll go from there. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.